Yo, YouTube, it's your boy Premier. That's Bobby B. And we're going to get straight into UFC Vegas 115 of full card breakdown. Also, on a side note, our Discord is officially live. My dog Bobby B has been going crazy on some NBA. He does other sports besides just UFC. I primarily dabble in UFC, tennis, maybe an occasional basketball bet or two, but Bobby might as well be a professional capper. He's been raking them clean. So y'all gotta tap
12 units in 5 days, boys. We gave a little bit back yesterday. I ain't gonna lie. We lost 3 yesterday, all right? But you know what I'm saying? Join it. It's fucking free. It's free money. Who the fuck turns down free money? Are you gonna be the guy? Are you gonna be the guy to turn down free money? I wouldn't. How are you gonna take your girlfriend out to dinner? Don't have a girlfriend? How are you gonna take your boyfriend out to dinner?
Yeah, man. Very excited for getting the Discord started. So shout out to my guy Bob for getting all that going. And seriously, he is up 12 units in 5 days on NBA. So, and they're all free plays. Once again, though, the link will be in the description today. But let's go ahead and get right in to UFC Vegas 115. And we're gonna start it off at the top here. Renato Moicano versus Chris Duncan. First of all, these guys are 2 former or current training partners. Supposedly, they had American Top Team split. Some of the guys would train full-time with Moicano. Some of the guys would train full-time with Duncan. Some of the guys wouldn't train with each other while they were training together. Some wouldn't. I mean, real weird things, what I'm hearing out of American Top Team for this fight. But at the same time, I mean, you literally split the team down the middle with this one because, some of these guys are Duncan, some of these guys are Moicano. I think that's a little weird, though. But let's go ahead and get into them. Renato Moicano, 36 years old, 27-1, 2-fight losing streak, 5'11", 72-inch reach, fighting out of American Top Team, 12-7 in the UFC, 8-0 out of the jungle. You heard that, Bobby B? 8-0 out the jungle.
He is out of the jungle, son of a bitch. Look at that, way back in... That's back. I was in high school almost then. Jesus.
Yeah, hey man, he's been around for a long time. That's our guy.
My boy is old.
The
money man.
Money man. But look, someone else who could potentially turn into a money man, Chris Duncan. The dude's been on a tear. I mean, look, let's even go back to his first fight here against Slava. Pretty sure this is Slava Claus. Yeah, so he does lose his first ever Contender Series fight to Slava back in 2021 here. He goes on to go back to the regional scene, gets an easy unanimous decision. Goes on after that, round 1 KO against Charlie Campbell.
You remember that fight, though?
Which one, the Campbell fight? Or
Duncan was out on his feet pretty much. And Duncan was literally sitting there like fake shooting and shit like that until the guy came up close and then he fucking chinned him and knocked him the fuck out. He literally knocked him out while he was knocked out. One of the best fucking Contender Series fights ever.
Yeah, one of the best fights in my recent memory is Iwo Barnox, or however you say the dude's name.
Oh, yeah.
The kid out of Poland. Him and Aslan, dude, Iwo Aslan, bro, that was such a crazy fight. It was like 2.5 minutes of just chaos, and I loved it. But anyways, going through Duncan here. I mean, he gets some good UFC wins after the Campbell round 1 KO on the Contender Series. 1 split, the next unanimous decision. Then he goes on to get choked out by Manuel Torres. A lot of people thought this was a bad loss, but now Manuel Torres, if he's, I can't remember. I don't think he is ranked.
5-1.
Is he ranked?
He's ranked on Tapology, 14th out of 88, but I don't know
he's
if
not officially ranked yet. Exactly, yeah. Here's the thing, though. This kid's going to be ranked. That's not a bad loss, is what I'm getting at from Chris Duncan. Got to win over Oki. Got to win over Rebecca.
He is ranked. He's ranked 14th on UFC rankings as well.
Oh, he is 14th? I
Michael
know he's
Chandler,
right
him, and
then yeah, he deserves to be ranked. So what I'm getting at, man, this is not a bad loss from Chris Duncan. However, what is a bad look for Chris Duncan, in my opinion? I heard Renato Moicano used to bitch him around the gym.
That's what I heard too.
That's from the horse's mouth. That's from Chris Duncan. Chris Duncan has came out and publicly said that Renato Moicano has been getting the better of him in the gym over the years, but he thinks he can do more here on the big stage. I just look at Chris Duncan's resume. I like Chris Duncan as a fighter. I'll take him against a lot of people, but for some reason, I'm looking at Money Moicano. Let's look at his wins and losses. He has wins over Alexander Hernandez. He has a win over Drew Dober, Jalen Turner, and BSD. The BSD win is aging fantastic. He has a win over somebody in the top 5, if not the top 6. Can't remember where BSD's at, but he's up in the upper echelon of the division now. And it's like, man, bro, I don't know if Chris Duncan is beating a Dober, a Jalen Turner, and Alexander Hernandez. I feel like he has a razor thin fight with all those guys. I really do. I think it's a razor thin fight. I like Chris Duncan, man, but let's talk about the Rebecca fight, bro. This fight could have went either way. I bet on Duncan because I'm pretty sure he was the underdog in this fight. Yeah, he was plus 195. Couldn't believe we caught him plus 195. But here's the thing, man. I don't know if I'm sold on him being upper echelon top comp. I mean, he kind of fades a little later in the fights, and he has a tendency to kind of get chinned kind of easy. His chin gets tested pretty early. I mean, even in that one fight you mentioned, bro, you talked about how he got chinned a little. I mean, if I remember right, Rebecca chinned him. I know McKinney had him chinned. McKinney almost finished this fight. Some pretty kind of strange. It's hard, man. I don't know if I want to take a guy who I can't bet on his chin, and I don't even know if I can trust Money Moicano's chin. I trust that Money Moicano is going to get this fight to the ground. That's how I imagine this fight to go out for Money Moicano. I know he's had to go against Duncan's guillotine 1,000 times. I don't know if Duncan's going to be able to catch him in something he's seen 1,000 times, but I don't know, man.
Keep in mind too that Rebecca fight. That was another one where they're fucking training partners or whatever, or friends or something like that. Right?
Rebecca is out of there too? No way.
No. But what is it? There was something weird with them too. Is it that they were like best friends or something like that, and they trained together? Is that what it is?
Or maybe it was they used to train together or something. I don't know.
Remember, there was some weird shit in that fight.
Yeah, I'd have to look at that to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. I'm leaning Moicano. Bobby, I kind of, we've already talked a little bit about this, but you tell me your opinion here.
No, I mean, I can't blame you, bro. I feel like you probably got his line a little bit later than you should have, but I mean, you can't go wrong with Moicano at plus money. He's going to fight for your money. He's going to, Chris Duncan is unproven. When you look at, like you said, that Manuel Torres, like that really is like his best fight. Now, is that testing yourself against, even though you don't know it at the time, Manuel Torres was that good at that time. He just didn't have the track record and the resume behind it to where people were willing to be like, okay, like now I'll say it. It's like, so he did get tested against somebody good. He got fucking put into a rear naked in the first round. Was that a learning moment? I mean, he's in a good camp. That's the biggest issue is that like they're in the same camp. Like that's what makes this fight hard for me. I kind of feel like it's a dog or pass. I put Duncan in a straight with Peterson because I feel like they're two guys that both have the wrestling upside in their fights, and yeah, I feel like the only way both of them lose is by getting finished. Like I don't think Moicano's going to come out and beat Duncan by points, and I don't think the other guy's going to beat Peterson by points. So, the way I see it, it's a knockout. Is the only way I lose on both of them.
I can't lie, that's a good 2-leg fights to go the distance. No, I think I like that 2-leg. Not about 2-leg at all. You just take.
So I'm taking Duncan by points. Is the
really? That's your official play?
Yeah, yeah. That's the parlay. That's the method for this one. But I don't know if I'm probably not gonna play that straight. I might put it in a parlay, but I don't know. There's way better fights to bet on this card, in my opinion, to where like I'm not gonna try to force a play for no reason. It's gonna be a good fight to watch. We're gonna learn a lot about it. We're gonna learn just how good Chris Duncan actually is.
Yeah.
I say that though, but it's like you said, Moicano is on a 2-fight win streak, man. His only good win, in my opinion, is BSD, and I mean it's a doctor stoppage, right? Because he was bleeding too much into his eye. Any lucky elbow can get somebody in the right spot. It's like when Zhang got killed with his perennial nerve, you know, like this shit. Like, what is it? Even a broken clock is right twice a day. I don't actually see like a whole lot of good wins in Moicano's stuff. When I look at Hernandez, you know, I thought that Hernandez was good because he just beat Chase Young or Chase Hooper, right? But then, but then I watched Chase Hooper come out and shit down his leg last week. So I don't know. Like I said, this is a tough one for me. I think Chris Duncan should win it. That's why I put my money on him. But yeah, you really can't go wrong with any bet you have on this fight. He's a great Moicano's a great dog to be, you know, to bet on. I go check what his shit is when he's a dog. 0-1, 1-1, 2-1. 2-2, 2-3. Yeah, see, you know, it's like 2-3. I'm not going to go all the way down to the end here, but in his last like 10 fights, 2-3 is a dog. Solid enough odds. You know, you're getting him around a what, like a plus like 160. It's worth a stab. But the next fight, whoo-wee, Berna.
Hey, on a side note, I got money Moicano by KO. I think he knocks him out.
It could definitely happen. I think Duncan's been finished every time he's lost, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, one knockout, one sub. It's just like, what Moicano are you gonna get? You know, he's inconsistent. I almost feel like he's who's the fucking guy? It's gonna piss me off. I can't remember his name. I forget who I'm talking about. I keep on. What's coming into my head is Bobby Green, but that's not who it is. But it's somebody like Bobby Green. But on to the next one, Premier.
Yes, sir.
We got the baby shark, and we got Vernon Jandaroba.
Who you leaning, Bobby B?
You want me to do it? We got Verna, 5'3", 64-inch reach. She's 22-4. Fighting Tabitha Ritchie. Who's her boyfriend? Some fighter, right?
Callum Walsh.
Yeah. Oh no, he's a boxer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So she's 12-3, 5'1", 61-inch reach, right? A little bit smaller. You know, oddly enough, this is a girl that was real big into grappling and you know, doing stuff on the ground, and then she started dating this dude, started working out with his coaches, and now she's a striker. I actually think that is going to be a pretty big detriment to her in this fight, because Verna is Verna's pretty fucking good. I used to think that she wasn't actually like good on her feet, and then I watched that Mackenzie Dern fight again, and like it just showed how it's kind of like Chase Hooper, right? Like, yeah, we just watched him die, but we can acknowledge that his striking got a little bit better in the fight we had seen before that. It's the same as Verna, you know, like she used to not be the best on the feet, but she's gotten a lot better, and when you add that on to the ground game she has, yeah, dude, she had 9 takedowns against Mackenzie Dern. I think she'll be able to take down Ritchie. Something I noticed, though, which was weird, bro. Tabitha Ritchie, people don't even shoot on her. Like, they don't attempt takedowns on her at all. Because I think the stigma...
She's so sweet on the feet.
Yeah, but she's not now is the issue. She's actually got, like, now she has, like, some of the better output on the feet, like, in that division. So Jandaroba is like definitely going to want to get it to the feet, 100%. if
Yeah, I know what you mean.
if I could ensure, here's where I'm at with this fight though. Like if I could guarantee you that Richie was gonna shoot takedowns like she used to on top of the output that she now has, I would be betting on her 100%. Like I said, I don't know if people don't shoot on her because they think she's sweet on the feet, or if it's because her takedown defense is like actually like sick. I wasn't watching every one of her fights. Not gonna lie, don't give a fuck about Tabitha Richie that much, you know. But yeah, just like in the ones that I saw, I probably watched like 5 fights. And you know that's pretty much what I got out of it. But she definitely, you notice a pattern where she just stopped shooting, and I think that's gonna fuck her this fight. And I think she's gonna find that out. I got Jandiroba by points. I think their jiu-jitsu on the ground is probably gonna be offsetting, but I do think this is gonna be on the ground because I think that's where Vernon's gonna want to take it to. What you got on this one? You got Vernon as well, right?
Yeah, I'm taking Vernon.
Yeah.
I'm just not sold on Tabitha Richie. Honestly, this last fight against Ribas, yeah, she got a knockout, bro. But dude, Ribas has no chin. Like no chin. Like no, bro. Like look, 56% of her losses as a woman. Like 4 losses by KO out of her 7 losses. Yeah, like, dude, are you kidding me? Been knocked out by Macy Barber. Been knocked out by Marina Rodriguez.
God, Macy Barber.
Polly Viana. Wow, that's actually a tough fight.
Is she another girl that, like, in 2 years we're going to look back and be like, oh, yeah, like, lost to Macy Barber. Like, that's a bad look. Is that what we're tracking with Macy Barber now? Like, she just got knocked out and shit her pants.
The aura's going down. I'll tell you that.
Oh, my God.
I'll tell you this. You won't be seeing those TikTok edits anymore. Those little TikTokers are going nuts. I don't know, though. The Ribas win is not that good of a win. And besides that, her best win is Julian Robertson, which is a good win. Can't lie. Angela Hill, not a bad win. It's just John DeRoby's beat the who's who's. And when you do the MMA math on this fight, John DeRoby just beat Jan. Ricky just lost to Jan. So it's like basic MMA math. They just fought. Look, right here. Lost to John DeRoby, beat Tabitha Ricci. And dude, I remember Tabitha Ricci looked lost in that fight against fucking Jan, dude. Oh man. And I think John DeRoby is not that technical. She'll have her lost. I think John DeRoby's just gonna overwhelm her. Too much pressure. Put her in the clinch. She's gonna kind of alpha her, just end the ring. You know what I mean? Like
take her down. 9 takedowns against Mackenzie Dern, bro. What did I write on this thing?
Yeah, I think Ricky's just gonna get frustrated. That's kind of the read I'm looking at for this fight. But I like this fight to go over the distance. I like John DeRoby by points too. Someone else who a pretty clear method here on how they should win is Yahakhiev round 1 KO.
Yo,
the dude's fucking 6'2", 78-inch reach, 25 years old, 8-0, light heavyweight, fighting out of Chechnya.
Just came in overweight though.
Yeah, he came in a pound overweight. It does lose.
Didn't look good either. Like the chest, no definition at all. Like he really, I'm not gonna lie, it didn't look good.
Yeah, he's not taking this fight seriously at all.
Yeah, he looked like Bakoyev when Bakoyev lost to Belgari. Now this guy's not fighting Belgari, thank God.
I can't lie, bro. Ribeiro, he did look shredded. I feel like for a lotto, bro, for $1 in a dream, we got to throw in a Ribeiro finish and Ribeiro like something Ribeiro, bro, for the $1.
Just his money line's like a fucking plus 1,200. I'll put that with something else.
Yeah, you're right. But you get the point.
I'm with you.
There is a small 5% chance I think that Ribeiro could get it done. I think Yahakhiev, not even taking him seriously, he still could get it done in round 1. That's the scary part about this kid, bro. I mean, when you talk about a good debut, I think he finished the guy in 30 seconds. Just looked like a straight killer. But here's the thing, bro. Ribeiro does not have a chin. It's literally like, imagine his chin removed from his face. 3 out of his last 4 losses have been by KO. The last time he fought an undefeated Russian, though, it did go to decision. So I will.
That guy's not really Russian, I thought.
I mean, he was born in Dagestan.
I know he's born in Dagestan. What the fuck?
I mean, I don't know if you get more Russian than that. Literally,
nah, this guy doesn't shoot takedowns. He's a fake Russian. He's one of those weird striking Russians.
That is
and
the
he's
weird
got
thing, bro. Man, but look, bro, I'm gonna be playing Yahakayev around 1 KO. I feel like he got to. I'm not putting big money on it by any means, but just for like parlays, you know, just for lottos. I mean, it's like what, a plus 130 or for the.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it on one lotto, and then I'm gonna have his gone in 60 seconds prop in on something else as well. I don't know what the number is on that. Let me just go look, honestly.
Yeah, I'm totally down for Yahakayev round 1. Just not on anything big money, you know. I'm not even gonna spend too much time on that fight. Please, anyone in their right mind, comment down if you're taking Ribeiro. Can't tell you're wrong, but like,
I'll tell you you're wrong.
Talk to me, Bobby V. We're on to the next one here. Estevam and Ewing.
So Estevam is coming up in weight class. Ewing is going down a weight class. Ewing fought on like 48 hours, short notice. His last fight came out. He fucking won. He kind of became a fucking UFC legend in his first fight, you know? Everybody fucking loves this kid. Like, they're sucking him off. And don't get me wrong, he gets better as the fight goes on. Potentially. I've seen one fight, right? We can't. It's like when you're putting in your research on an NBA prop, you know what I'm saying? And you're looking at like, I need at least like 5 or 6 of a sample size before I'm willing to tell you that there's a pattern or a trend that I can recognize. Like, from what I saw, Ewing got better as the fight went on. You know, now that could have been him settling down nerves-wise, but the cardio was there, got better, outstruck him. I almost had a 10-8 round, the one round too. I've never seen his takedown defense, and the guy he's fighting, like, when I tell you, like, is a straight up, like, he's a takedown merchant. Like, if he can't get a takedown, he's gonna lose. But he's always been able to get fucking takedowns.
And he looks bigger.
Like I said, he's coming up in weight class. Ewing's coming down. The guy coming up in weight class is actually bigger and has filled out better than Ewing. I don't think he's going to have any issue. The only thing I'm a little worried about with Estevam is his gas tank. And he gassed real bad in the third against... was it Jose? I'm drawing a blank here. I think it was Jose or something like that, right? Who the fuck was it? Hold on, let me go.
Was it Aguilar or Bune?
Was it Aguilar? Yeah. So he gassed against Aguilar. So, I mean, if you wanted to put in like a third round prop for Ewing, that's what I did. I got it on Bet365. Let me bring up my card here. I got it on Bet365 at plus 1,400. I put a 0.1 on it, so it'll pay out, 1.4 units if it hits. I also have a straight on Estevam, though, at plus 140. So, like I said, I think Estevam... I'm calling for Estevam to get this sub. He's filled out really nicely. And I think he's just going to have his fucking way with this dude. Ewing's ground game is untested. None of us have seen it. You could tell me you watch regional tape and all that bullshit, but that's not against somebody like fucking Estevam and his level. I don't think we're going to have to worry about... I only put 0.1 on this. I've seen a lot of other cappers put even more on this. They're putting like 0.25s and 0.5s on like round 2 and round 3 props for him. I think Estevam's going to get it done early. I think that this kid most likely does not have good takedown defense. He most likely is not good on the ground. And I think you're about to see Estevam pretty much come out here and fucking kill this kid. Like real shit. And I think you're going to see the legend die a little bit. That being said, the kid still is a good prospect. And what he did was real nice. But I mean, his camp, it's not like he's in a good camp, you know? It's not like he's over here. Like, remember Belgari? We watched Marco Tullio take him down, and then for fucking 2 fights, we bet against him because we were like, oh, bro, like, if Tullio could take him down, you know, so can X, Y, and Z. Well, it turns out that none of them could, but it also turns out that Belgari has been working hard with the Glover, Teixeira, and the boys down there on his takedown defense, you know? Like, but that's what happens when you're at yeah, exactly. And that's what happens when you're in a good camp. Ewing is not in a good camp. I'm pretty sure he's the best guy in his camp. Yeah, it's a bunch of things that when I see, it's just like little red flags for me. And yeah, I got Esteban at fucking plus 140. You tell me that I get the grappling merchant with the takedown upside that can just hold him down or sub him out, and I get him at plus money? Absolutely, sign me up.
Yeah, I'm pretty similar read to you on here on this one, but I think it's Esteban points. I think we're just gonna watch Esteban essentially hold him down against his will for 3 rounds. Ewing might buck. He might have a moment in the second or third, or excuse me.
Hopefully it's in the third if it happens. All right, I'm covered for that one. I'll be sitting there sweat free in the third.
But you know what I mean, like.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
One of those type moments where I think you described it very well, with Esteban being much more proven.
This fight's
as a
very
grappler.
binary.
Yeah. Esteban's a lot more proven as a grappler. Ewing's unproven. I cannot bet on somebody unproven, even with him coming down in weight. I'm willing to take the upside. Esteban got stronger. He looks good. He filled out good. I see him at the weigh-ins. He's mogging. Like, I'm taking my boy Esteban, bro. I got him at plus 125. I'm even happy at that line. I'll take it. Bobby, Tommy McMillan, Manolo.
Dude, what you just said was a perfect fucking segue about the I can't take them if they're unproven. Woo-wee! That leads me to Marco fucking Zucchini Man, or whatever the fuck, Manolo Zucchini. Listen, bro, I saw Tommy McMillan on a podcast talking the most shit on this guy. All right, this guy's got every fucking reason to come out here and want to try to kill Tommy. Even if he's just trying to sell the fight, he's just disrespecting him as a man. And as a man, can't let that happen to you. Now, I'll say something that has me a little worried. I saw this motherfucker come in to face off some fairy wings, all right? I don't like that. I don't like that. I put $100 on you. I got him at plus 900. I don't think you're getting that on most of these books anymore. I'm pretty sure that went down. I did see him at like plus 800 on DraftKings like a day or so ago. But, bro, Tommy McMillan, like, life and death against fucking against David Magoyan, right, in the Contender Series fight. And like, McMillan is Sugar's training partner out of the same camp. Magoyan was Armand's training partner. Like, when this fight got announced for Contender Series, like, everybody was fucking pumped. I actually took Magoyan. I think Magoyan won. I'm not gonna lie. I think Magoyan won 1 and 2. It was a crazy fight though, bro. Magoyan literally had him in a, I guess, what was it? Was it a ghillie? I don't even know, because he rolled over. I think it was a ghillie that he like. It was fucking weird. But like, dude, when I tell you that like Tommy McMillan's head was like sideways and like fucking bent, like he literally had to break his fucking neck to get out of this. He did it, and props to him. He gassed himself up. You should have seen him in the third. Tommy's sitting there like, like trying to, you know what I'm saying?
It reminded me of like him against Strickland against Izzy.
He's a showman for sure. Like he's definitely a showman. But it's like, I almost watched you get finished twice in that fight, and I think you arguably lost the decision. I think, and he's talking all this shit on Twitter. You're a negative 1,800, brother. Like, you're over here doing the most. Like, you're supposed to kill this kid. And, yeah, man, I don't like the guy. I don't think he's that good. I don't think that Magoyan was that good either, after watching him. I don't think that Zucchini's good either, right? Don't get me wrong. I think Zucchini's ass I watched him fight Morgan Charrier or Charrier, whatever the fuck his name is. Dude, this guy kicked him in the liver. Like, if you look at Tapology, it says body kicks. What happened was he kicked his liver, and this guy literally laid on the ground. I was like, ooh, 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 my liver, ooh. It was bad. It's a bad fucking look for Zucchini. You know, that was in 2023. I'm gonna take the flyer that he improved a little bit. All right, I don't know how much Tommy could have improved in a year.
Wow, that is actually a 3-year layoff, dude. Holy cow!
That's what I'm saying. You know, he could be a little bit better. He's got fairy wings now. You know, I don't know what happened in the last 3 years, but I'm putting $100 on him, and if it hits, it pays out $1,000. Fuck you, Tommy. Fuck you.
Oh man, so I'm looking at this fight. You know, I look at Tommy. He's negative 1,300. Zucchini, I think I said his name right. He is negative plus 700, plus 800. I don't know, man. I'm just not sold on Tommy McMillan as some crazy first round finisher. Even on the regional scene, you know, he's getting a lot of submissions in the first round. You look at Zucchini, he's only ever lost once by sub. He gets knocked out more. McMillan's not really knocking that many people out of his 8 wins. Or 8, 9. I don't know. I think it's 8 here. But my point is, I don't think he's got crazy first round finisher potential. I think the best play on this fight is the over 1.5 at plus 130. You know, I think that's some real value. These guys are super unproven. I can see one of them.
You looked at Zucchini's thing now?
Yeah, what about him?
You looked at Zucchini's knockout track record?
Yeah, I get it. A lot of it's in the first.
A lot of it.
Yeah. Well,
8 out of 9 and 88% of it.
I expect McMillan to win over 1.5. That's like my official read on this fight. If I had to like put in one thing, that's what I'm feeling. I'm not feeling McMillan as some crazy finisher in the first round. I do think Zucchini is probably in this 3-year layoff. You got to think he's a little younger too. He's 25, 26. Now he's 29. You know, he's had 3 years to develop. I'm sure he was injured or something. You got to really want it to come back at this point, is what I'm saying. So I don't even mind Bob's stab here as an underdog or pass. I think the smartest play you can do on this fight is the over 1.5 at plus 130. That's my official like read on this fight. I'm getting greedy though. I'm taking McMillan over 1.5. I think it's like plus 170, plus 180. I got a little greedy. Honestly, looking back though, I shouldn't have did it for the plus 50 extra. I should have just took the over 1.5. That'd be the smart play here. Bobby, give me the smart
play until Zucchini comes out and fucking kills him in the first, baby. Come on, Zucchini!
Yo, you gotta put in a Zucchini round 1 KO.
I will do it,
bro.
I'll put a point on it. I'm gonna signal in the Discord later.
Who's
maybe I won't say that for the Discord.
Who's round 1 KO are you taking? Ruchala or Delano? Who are you leaning here on this one, Bobby V?
Hold on, let me go back to my shit here. So, I'm taking Delano by points. My write-up on Delano is pretty much just me fucking, you know, just glazing the shit out of him. But really, the guy is really good. He can do everything from what I saw, like real shit. The only thing I saw is that his defense is maybe a little, you know, he has a tendency to take big shots, but I don't see him getting put out by him is the thing, you know. I don't know how long your chin lasts, but it looks good for now. I don't know if he's ever fought somebody like Ruchala, though. Ruchala honestly looks like just like a little tiny bit of a worse version of Delano, but I honestly think that they're both really good prospects. And like, it's funny, this McMillan fight, everybody thinks he's like a top prospect. Like, but both of the people in this Delano fight are both like way better overall prospects than McMillan, and nobody's talking about this fight at all.
Yeah,
Like this
I would
fight is
100%
actually.
bet on Delano versus McMillan or Ruchala versus McMillan. I know exactly what you mean by that.
Yeah, I don't know if they're the same weight class, but I mean,
No, I'm pretty sure they're all featherweight. Yeah, they are. They're
are
all in
they?
the same division. It's just
Oh
because
yeah,
McMillan
yeah,
trains with Sean O'Malley.
yeah,
So
exactly. And you know how
so
I feel about O'Malley. I think he's got one of the most fraudulent fucking Sean.
yeah, let's keep it pushing here. Because I'm on Delano too. I don't even want to spend too much time on that. I got a clear read on Delano. I like Delano. I think he's good.
He's
I
green
like,
pick for me. Yeah.
yeah, I like that his lines came down too. I don't know if you noticed, it's down to like a negative 300.
What?
Yeah, so
Oh, I took it at like a negative 375. I thought that
me
was
too.
good. Oh
Yeah, I
shit,
thought it
bro.
was gonna
Negative
finish at
330.
negative 500. It went the other way. Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. If Rujala's good too. You know, he could 100% finish Delano. Delano, he is aggressive, so he leaves himself open for big counters. I mean, if Rujala comes in here with the right game plan and can weather a little bit of a storm, he has a path for sure.
Yeah, you know who I just don't think really has a path though? It's Thomas Peterson. I think Gul Ramir Pat is going to come out here and just us.
Thomas, no! No, don't do it. Concrete did to me. Thomas.
Man, I'm just worried about Thomas, bro. It's just like, look, when he faces somebody good, like a Gazayev, a Petrino, Jamal Pogues, or a Costa down here in LFA, like, it's crazy matching up with a Costa in LFA. That's a tough matchup. Waldo Cortez Acosta, that's gonna be tough. Jamal Pogues, though, here, this is where I draw the line. Jamal Pogues is just a bad look to lose to.
You know what's funny? After Pogues beat him, Pogues wanted to come train with him.
Yeah, I'm still just not sold on it. I know how you feel about your boy. Here's where I did a deep dive last night on Pat, and Pat, bro, has been training in martial arts his whole life. I mean, I don't know if it was exactly karate, kickboxing, taekwondo, but I was watching like footage of him at like 14 years old. You know, this kid's been in martial arts competitions his whole life. He's always been a striker. He's 81-inch reach advantage to a 74-inch reach advantage. The dude's 6'5". Thomas is 6'1". I like that he's 31. You know, he's coming out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. I don't know who the Lotus Club is, but I know that this kid is undefeated. And he's just a crazy tall prospect. I think the UFC likes this matchup. I think the UFC knows if he can keep it standing, he should win this fight. I think Thomas has a clear path to victory, and it's on the ground. I just don't know if he's going to be able to get it there with Pat. I mean, talk to me though, Bobby. How do you feel about this one?
So it's like you said, the guy's a complete striker, right? Has nothing on the ground at all. Has 0 subs against him. Has 0, subs in his name. Peterson, if I remember right, he got a key lock on. Let me go check. I'm pretty sure he got a key lock on the Contender Series. Yeah, he got a key lock. This is a heavyweight that like knows jiu-jitsu and is good at it. He's not just a takedown guy. He's good down there as well. I'm actually taking him for a sub, but I could see him going to points if by chance Guilherme isn't dog shit on the ground, but I don't think that's the case. I think that this is a guy that most likely just trains the whole time as a stand-up. He doesn't ever expect it to go to the ground. He expects to get you out of there pretty quick. Peterson doesn't. Peterson's a grinded out kind of guy. He's also got some power, but like you said, he's 5 inches shorter. He's got hella reach against him. Like everything in this tells you, you got to think, put yourself in his position. Like, I'm much smaller. What's the first thing I'm doing, bro? I'm taking your ass down, bro. Big tree fall hard, motherfucker. I'm going to put your ass in a key lock, little boy. That's how I look at this Peterson fight. Now, in my write-up, I did write that I'm biased towards Peterson. I fucking love the guy. It's my dog. His chin is a little sus, as I wrote here. Pat KO, though, is the only way I see Peterson losing. Because like I said, I think that this is going to be on the ground. I don't think Peterson's going to have any. Peterson had 9 takedowns out of 9 takedowns against Dontel Mays. Not that Dontel Mays is anything special, but I mean, it just shows you like how, you know what I'm saying? Like how many people you see go 9 for 9. That's pretty fucking good. You know, like that's efficiency at bulk. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing a lot. So yeah, I think he's going to take him down. I think he's going to sub him out. I do like this fight not to go the distance, honestly, because I do think that he's going to get the sub. I also think that he could get the ground and pound down there on Pat. But on the flip side, I only think that he's going to lose to Pat is if Pat knocks him out. So all 3 of those are the fight not going the distance. God bless you. So, yeah, I think that would also be a pretty solid play. I don't know what it's priced at, though. I can't imagine that it's terrible, though.
It's going to be like -500.
No, because Peterson's not that kind of dude. Yeah, here we go. Fight not to go the distance, -146.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, that's literally just because Peterson's like they don't think that he has any kind of like, you know.
Let's just not
they sleep on him.
When you go back and look at him, he had a lot of round 1, round 2 finishes.
He's got power too, you know. It's just like this is a fight where I don't think you can see it. But they're heavyweights too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, they're fucking heavyweights.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm with you. I can't remember. I think I just took the lead on this past one. Bobby, you take the lead. We have Stuart.
What are we on? Costa and Nickel? Oh yeah. Shit, Stuart Nickel, man. Like, you know, man. No, let me not say that. This guy is fucking cheeks, all right? He's got decent grappling, and like, when I say decent, I think I wrote like, even in my write-up, I think I wrote like below average grappling, but that's still like his absolute best quality. This guy's fucking cheeks. Costa, I'm pretty sure he got knocked out? Yeah. So he got knocked out by Coria. Yeah. Coria is good, bro. He's a good fighter. Like, I would take Coria against Stuart Nickel. I would take Coria against Costa again. I would take Coria against Steve Erceg here. Like, you know, these fights aren't terrible losses. And Nickel's not a world beater. This is pretty easy MMA math. You know, I'm pretty sure Costa's like a -500 now too. So I don't even know if there's much value left in this fight as well, but I feel like Costa should get this done rather easily. Where the fuck is it? Is it not on here? Oh no, here it is. -430.
Yeah, for the parlays, I don't hate it. Here's where I'm at with Costa too, man. He kind of has the finishing upside too. I really do think he could finish Nickel, even at flyweight, which is kind of, you really don't see flyweights that coming out here finishing often, but I think there is a little bit of finishing potential for him. I think Nickel's been finished before. Yeah, he's been subbed once. I mean, Costa trains out of shoebox. I'm definitely taking Costa here. I'll put Costa.
That was a Jesus sub though, or that was a Jesus Gilly.
Yeah, no.
You know, that's not just any sub.
I mean, Costa has punching power though. You know, and Nickel, like you said, isn't really that good anywhere. I mean, I think Costa's live for any method.
Lucas Hocha also has punching power. And Hocha couldn't knock him out.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think Costa's live for all 3 methods. Costa's green for me. He's a green pick for me. I really like Costa in this matchup. I just don't see a world where he loses to Nickel. Nickel is buns. Nickel looked terrible in the weigh-ins, by the way. Terrible. Someone else who just looked terrible at the weigh-ins was Lando and Darius Flowers. Bobby.
Holy shit.
You tell me what you seen, bro, because I know what I seen. Like,
I don't like. This fight is so fucking weird, bro. But like, the one guy hasn't fought since 2022. Or no, sorry. He hasn't gotten a win since 2022. The other guy hasn't gotten a win since 2021. Like the path to victory against, I think it was Flowers is the guy that gets subbed out a lot, right? Like it's such an easy path to victory against him. But when you watch Veneta, granted this is, years ago and shit, this guy doesn't shoot, he doesn't attempt subs, like he doesn't do any of the stuff that is the path to victory to beat Flowers, right? And like when you look at the competition faced over the last couple of years, I give the edge to Flowers. I was on Veneta by points on this fight, but as I went throughout the week and I thought about it, I flipped over to the dog, and this is a dog or pass fight for me. But like, I don't know if I'm going to have it on anything crazy, I might put Flowers as, just his money line on a lotto, on some, some crazy lotto, but I'll probably just stay away from this fight. They look like shit, and it's just everything looked bad. This is a terrible fight. This is one of those, like, just cut the fight, save me 45 minutes off my night. I'm trying to do some I can't say certain things on the internet,
Look, I'll say this, bro. I 100% agree with you. I don't want to watch this fight. I don't think I'll be betting on this fight at all. Honestly, where's the gambling help call? Like, bro, the only bet I can even see that's playable on this is the fight to not go the distance. Because I don't see any other way you could play this. But then it's like when you go to play that, Veneta, 5 out of his, 7 losses are by decision. He's had 2 draws. So it's like 7 fights going the distance. So it's like there's no clear read. I think you just got to leave this off the slips. When you did the eye test game, though, Flowers was mogging him at the weigh-ins. I will say that. If I had to pick somebody, I think I'm leaning Flowers as the week went on.
You're talking about Hope, I thought.
No. I'm talking about Flowers. Flowers looked good at the weigh-ins. Veneta, he looked terrible, dude. Looked terrible. So, I guess if I had to pick somebody to be Flowers, I think the fight to not go the distance is a little clearer read to me. But what is your clear read as we... Oh, here, this is actually mine. Haley Cohen, Elise Pereira. Look, I was initially on Pereira, but I'm so glad I flipped. Because when I seen the weigh-ins, bro, Cohen looks like she's in shape. Elise Pereira looks like she hasn't touched a weight in her whole life. Seriously, looks like she's at Walmart. She just took out her earrings and she's ready to fight. Like, no physique, no. I don't know what's going on here. It makes me question if she's taking this seriously. She is only 20 years old. She could be very young and not realizing the opportunity she has to be in the UFC at such a young age. But it's like Haley Cohen, I think she truly realized the opportunity she has. She's 0-2 in the UFC. Nora Cornell and Jamie Lynn Horth, these are not bad losses. Went to decision with Jamie Lynn Horth. And, I don't know, man. I'm not ready to write off Cohen at 34. I think she wants this a little more. I think she's in better shape. I think she's a little more polished. I think Elise Pereira is very young. And when I really closed my eyes and thought about this fight, bro, I just remembered how ass she looked in the Rendon fight. I remember this fight, dude.
Rendon's a grappler that beat her striking.
Yeah,
had her running away.
Yeah, there was no output, bro. No output. I remember her output was terrible, dude. The form looked you're nailing it, bro. It looked really bad. It was a really bad look. So I think this fight goes the distance. It's a women's fight, but I wouldn't be surprised if Cohen gets her out of there.
That's my read, is Cohen finish. I actually got a unit on Cohen, and I got a half a unit on Cohen finish. Dude, when I tell you that I watched this Pereira girl, here's what I wrote down for this. Ready? Pereira is below average output. She's not technical. She's not good defensively. She does not like getting hit. Like, this is a fighter. Imagine being a professional fighter and you don't like getting hit.
Yeah.
She got hit by fucking, what is it? Monsrendan or whatever? Monsrendan, and was literally running across the cage away. Back to her. Running. Right? Like, bro. Cohen is training with Sean fucking Strickland. Cohen's gonna fucking kill this girl. I put a 0.1 on a Pereira sub. Cohen is not good on the ground, really. Defensively, she can get subbed out. So unless Pereira is some fucking world beater on the ground, and for some reason she didn't think to, like, you know, when you were getting fucking destroyed by Rendon, like, you didn't think to turn around and shoot, maybe. No, she's very raw. She's young. People love that shit. She's very big and she's fast for the weight class, right? So, like, it's like when you play fucking Madden franchise and there's a guy that's a 60 overall, but he's a 99 speed with a 70 fucking 5 speed, and he's a 6'5" receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like, the physicals are there. It's a good looking prospect, but when it actually comes down to producing, it's shit. You know, and that's what you're getting with Pereira. The fact that Cohen's a dog is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, and I feel like this is a line you can't miss. It's one of probably the better bets on the card. I like Cohen here. I'm gonna be playing her for a unit. I mean, there's not really like too many things I'm playing on this card. I'll take.
Hello? Oh, you're back.
Me?
Yeah. Was it me or you?
It was me. My computer just froze a little. I think the stream crashed for a second. It's fine. Right. I'll just edit that out. But yeah. So I'm good off that one. I mean, pretty clear read on Cohen. I think Cohen could finish, or she could take this one to decision. I don't know. I'm gonna be staying away from this fight. Besides the Cohen money line, I really don't want to play too much else on it, you know.
Yeah.
But looking at this next one, what are you playing on this Moicano and Tresean Gore fight?
I'm playing Moicano knockout because his money line's already pretty bad. But man, he looks fucking good in the face-offs, bro. He looks fucking ripped. If you go watch them, the face-offs, this fight versus his last fight where he fought Belgori, like, you can, like, I'm telling you, bro, like, he did not take that Belgori fight seriously at all. I think it's actually going to turn out to be a blessing for him because I think he got fucking humbled. I think he got humbled really fucking hard. And I think he's gonna take it all out on Tresean Gore. I think he's gonna knock him the fuck out. I wrote down some funny shit, but we're not gonna read all that. It pretty much essentially says that, you know, like, he's only losing if you're like a 6'6", like, former glory kickboxing machine, and, like, you know, luckily for us, like Tresean Gore, not only is he dog shit, but he's not 6'6", so we're good.
Bro, it's like Tresean Gore. I don't know what he has done for the UFC to, like, keep getting fights, but I need to know. No, bro, it's like, dude, when I look at this guy, just every time I visually imagine him fighting, it's him getting crushed, and I feel bad for him because I feel like he actually had potential coming off the Ultimate Fighter, but it's like where he's at now. He's lost to Cody Brundage. He's lost to... He's actually had some hard fights. Brian Battle, Tulio, Rodolfo Ferreira.
Just got fucked on.
I mean, bro, he's just... He's been a can.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. They're not cans.
He's been the can is the problem. But, like, he could have been a can, like, crusher. Like, I just think he needed a little more time. Maybe 4 more 5 fights. You know, he's coming into the UFC now where he's at. He could have been a little better, but I think the damage has already been done, bro. In 2 of these fights, he's been knocked out. Tulio put him out. Brundage put him out. Pretty sure both these were.
It's the last fight. The last fight is all you needed to see. That kind of showed you he's just not in it anymore. But if you're losing fucking decisions to Vieira, you're just not in it anymore. You're here for the paycheck.
Vieira is a former BJJ guy, IBJFF champion like 5 times or something. And I remember he was out striking him on the feet. So that's just all I need to say there. But I like Moicano's KO here too. I think Trishan Gore just, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with him, man. But I kind of feel bad for him because I kind of liked him, man. Georgia boy, born in Myrtle Beach, you know. He had some potential to put on for the South, but it's just not there. It's not happening, man. And I think Moicano gets him out of there, and Trishan Gore probably gets cut. It's a sad story here. Probably the last time we talk about him. Right. Sad story, man. Moicano moves on. Moicano was on a what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fight win streak. 5 of those wins coming by knockout before he lost to Belgori. And after seeing Belgori hunt Mansour for so long, it really made me not hate this loss so much. Belgori's good. He's good.
Yeah. Same.
Someone who I don't know if they're good is Barbosa or Gatto. Bobby, what do you think? Who's good and who is not?
Yeah, this one's a little weird. I think so Barbosa, she leaves a little bit to be desired with the output on the feet. She's really good at takedowns, but they're not like traditional like takedowns. You know, she's not like shooting single legs and trying to get takedowns like that. Like she's out there like, you know, like judo tossing and shit, you know, like she gets sweeps and shit. Like she wants it on the mats and she's good at getting it there. My thing that I'm a little worried about is that everybody that I've seen break down this fight is just, they're all talking shit. They're kind of, everybody's sleeping on Gatto. From what I saw on Gatto, her output on the feet is better than Barbosa. So, like, to me, if this fight's on the feet, she's beating Barbosa. She's strong. She hits hard. She's also got really good takedowns. But they're not the same kind. Like, this is like she'll go grab a single leg and she'll take you down. But dude, like, this girl also like will walk over to you, she'll fucking bear hug you and like pick you up and fucking throw you down on the ground. Like, she is strong. Now I don't know if you want to do that with Barbosa because you probably don't want to be on the ground with her, right? But I did see that a lot of times Gatto actually is so confident in her own jiu-jitsu that she doesn't even mind being on the bottom. So there's a couple ways that I see this fight. You know what I'm saying? It could be, it's going to be on the ground some way, but it's like, is Gatto going to give up? Like, she also goes submission over position a lot of the times, right? So she's going to give up position a lot. The more and more that I just like, the way I see it is that Barbosa will probably win this by points. I think both of their jiu-jitsu offsets each other. I think Gatto is better on the feet. I think Barbosa is better on the ground. I think this is probably going to be a split decision. I'm going to take Barbosa, but that's only because I really think that Gatto will probably take it to the ground as well, but like literally like, you know, choose to be on the bottom and give up points because she's hunting from the bottom. She's real weird. Just another one, like if they had better game plans, their careers could be different, but they just fight. She's fight
also
dumb.
Real inactive. That's one thing I noticed. Gatto hasn't fought in 2 years, which I find weird. I don't like betting on people who are like not fighting at least every half a year. You know, that's weird to me. Why did you just miss like 4 fights? Something's going on. Are you coming off an injury? What's going on?
I don't remember if I heard anything.
But I like Barbosa's game. I think Barbosa could pressure her. Maybe in the clinch, getting a little grimy. Gatto trying to set up a trip or something, gives up position. Barbosa gets the takedown, kind of lays and prays. You know, maybe some elbows, maybe some punches. You know, I could kind of see that style of fight from Barbosa. Not really the most entertaining, but Barbosa could secure a win pretty easily if she just follows that style of game plan. Because I think Barbosa is better on the ground, but like you said, Gatto does have more volume. I don't know, man. I like this fight to go the distance more than anything, but I'm leaning Barbosa and I'm taking Barbosa as well. This next fight here, Dakota Hope, Kai Kamaka. I can't lie. At first, I was very on Kai, you know, and after looking at Dakota Hope, it's like beat a dude 6-1, beat a dude 9-4, beat a dude 8-5, beat a dude 8-3. You know, LFA, Fury, you know, I can't lie. After looking at all this, I'm still on Kai. I haven't changed. I'm still on Kai. Fuck Dakota Hope, bro. I'm not seeing it, bro. Kai trains out of Extreme Couture. Dakota looks a little muscular, a little unpolished. This dude's got wins. What's his record here? Is 6-1 in Bellator, 1-2 in the UFC, 2-1 in PFL, 1-0 in LFA. I mean, it's there, bro. The experience is there. I think this guy fights a lot. You know, he's got to win this year. Lost last year. That's a terrible look and tough enough.
You're right. He's got losses in every promotion, buddy. You know who doesn't? Dakota Hope, baby. That's my dog.
Man, I'm kind of all over the place with this one. You hit me. I'm just leaning Kai just for like some. I'll probably put him on a slip with somebody else who I don't really like. You know, like maybe the fight not to go the distance in the Darius Flowers fight or something. I don't know, bro. It's gonna be really red pick here. How are you feeling?
Oh, dude. So what I wrote down for this is a low level shit fight. They added it for what reason, I'll never know. But we have a guy making his return to the UFC in Kamaka. He's been gone for 5 years. Meanwhile, he's been busy losing in several other promotions. We also have some fucking random named Dakota, who has never fought anything aside from an actual can. I said I'll be staying away from this fight, but I guess I would probably take it to go the distance either way. So I said I'll stay away from this, but it just means I'm not going to bet on it. I probably am honestly going to put in a bet on Dakota by points because I think he's the dog. So I got to, obviously. But yeah, like for me, bro, the biggest thing with Kamaka is like, you know, he's like you said, like he's a proven something. He's a proven loser. Every promotion he's at, fucking loses in. I respect that he worked hard to get back to the UFC. But man, he's fucking losing and tough enough, you know. Now this other guy lost as well in some other backdoor promotion, but that was, you know, not as recent as this loss as tough enough. There's no good bet for this fight, you know. I would just say that this is dog or pass, and good luck picking your method. These guys are both what, like 115 pounds, something like that, right? Oh no, they're 155. This is featherweight. There's maybe some finishing potential.
Lightweight, but yeah.
Why did Dakota come in? Oh, because they didn't do the weigh-ins yet. I'm tripping. Okay. No, wait. Well, wait. Are they both coming to?
Yeah,
they're both coming up in weight class.
This fight must be on short notice then. Which it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they just fucking added it like yesterday.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, I don't know. My most confident plays, I actually have 2 units on Bakayev, Costa, and Delano. It's a 3-leg with 2 units, basically win 2 units. I like that play a lot. I'm gonna have a 1 unit straight in on, I think, Barbosa if she stays at this line. I think I'm going to have one on Cohen. I think I'm going to have one on Gulaherm, Pat. I think I actually do have a 0.8 in already on McMillan over 1.5. I have 1 unit in on Esteban. I don't know the exact play I'm going to put on this Yahakaya fight. I might pair this with like Kai Kamaka because it's like there's really no value in this Yahakaya fight. I'm gonna pair it with something very low risk, just to see if he does get the round 1 KO. We get to be happy. Verena John DeRoby, that's 1 unit. It's a winning unit, and then Money Moicano here. I caught him at plus 150. I did 0.8 to win like 1.2 units. So I'm happy with my card. I'm happy with my slate. I got a lot of my stuff in already. Bobby, what do you got in this week? What are you liking? By the way, if you want to track all of our official plays, everything is tracked in the Discord. But make sure to check it out. The link tree will be in the bio. It's on my bio on Twitter. It's on my bio on TikTok. It's going to be in the description on the YouTube. You'll just make sure to find the link and get in the Discord, man. Bob has his channel. I have my channel. Bob's been going crazy on NBA. We got to make sure to tap him. It is all free, too. So, Bobby, what are you liking this week?
I don't have any lottos or anything yet. I usually wait until later in the week to do those. But I've been super busy at work. Anyway, though, I got Cohen. These are just the bets. I'm gonna tell you. I got unit sizes and odds here. Ready? So Cohen 1 unit at plus 105. Estevam 1 unit at plus 140. Vern John Jaroba at chalk. I got her at negative 106. It's played at 1.06. Zucchini plus 900. Threw a fucking unit on it, bro. It's too good of a line. It's too good of a line. I thought about throwing less on it. Too good of a line, bro. There's such a good fucking chance. Tommy McMillan is shit. Fuck you, Tommy. Fuck you. I took Ewing round 3 at 0.1. That's a plus 1400. I got Cohen by finish plus 650. That's a 0.5. Pereira sub at 0.1. It's a plus 200. And then I have a parlay, which is Peterson and Duncan. I don't want to say I wish I didn't put this in, but both of these guys have gotten better lines. So I could have gotten this. I got it at plus 194. I could have gotten this around like a plus 215 if I had waited. I'm pretty confident on Peterson. I don't think he's going to have any issues unless it's a fucking late knockout. I'm probably going to do a parlay of Ewing and Pat knockouts in 2 or 3, or Girmay or both of them over 1.5. Something along those lines. That's not out officially yet, but it's most likely going to be out in the next couple hours here. But yeah, if you like Premier said, if you want to get in there and get all the actual plays, are going to be in there and the next day. So tap in and we'll have a time. It'll be great.
Yes, sir.
We gotta do our 3 things though before we get off here. We gotta do our shit. We gotta give them the cycle. We gotta give them our lotto. And we gotta give them a fucking 3-legger. So, I guess let's start with the cycle.
I mean, do you want to start here
or? Yeah, sure. Let's go with trying to pick something we agree on. So you're still on Kamaka there. Barbosa by points, right? We both like that?
Yeah.
John Giroux. Yeah, you know what? So then let's do let's start with that one. We'll do Barbosa by points.
Go ahead and smack the Bakoyev KO on there. We both like that.
I like it, yeah. All right, and then so we need a sub. So who are your sub options? For me, it's Peterson or Estevam.
I think Costa's an option to sub too. I think I don't know. I could see
Nickel wants it on the ground. You think he's gonna want to be down there with Nickel?
Yeah, I think Costa's just that much stronger. He's that much better than him as a man. I think Costa's live for all 3 methods, and I have to consider it. Also, I think Yahakayev is live for a sub too. I think you got to consider a sub could happen in that main event too, from either guy. The ground game is there for both of them. I think we have some definite sub options. Do you want to throw a few of them on a wheel here and see what happens?
Yeah. Honestly, throw my 2 on there and then throw your 3 on there. Hell yeah. I'm gonna write this down too on my shit.
Okay. So who was it? I'm gonna say main event. Who else was it? Yeah. Gaev. I had
There's Barbosa points.
Coast. We already got Barbosa points on there. Who else was it that we liked for a sub? That's what I'm trying to remember.
I have Peterson and Esteban are my two guys.
All right, I'm about to spin it. Here, 1 second. Shuffle. And we're spinning. Let's see. We are going. Damn it, bro. Out of everyone. Fucking Peterson. So I guess I'm not putting my Pat straight in anymore. You know, man.
Shit. Peterson, that's my dog to train, baby. Choo choo.
Hey, I'm not mad at that cycle.
Sir.
I'm not mad at it at all. Let's keep rolling though. For like basically a double your money for like a higher unit thing. You know, let's come together on maybe like a good 2-3 leg. Who do you did I give you first last time?
Yeah, you can go.
I mean right now I think my greenest pick is Costa. I'm all over Costa. I'm gonna throw Costa in probably so many parlays. I'm all over.
Costa. What's he like, a negative 400?
Yeah, I'm all over it, and I'm down to throw it in every parlay. I think he's live for all three methods too, which is kind of what scares me with taking his methods.
I kind of want to save Cohen for the lotto.
Oh man, bro, I can get Costa over 1.5 at negative 105. I like that bet. Can Nickel survive? Can he survive?
Let's go check it real quick.
Look at him.
He's been finished once in the first round by fucking Jesus' sub.
It was his sub though.
I know.
It's not your average sub.
Borjas. Costa got Borjas out of there. Minute and 35 into the second.
Flick.
And Jimmy.
Dang, man.
And fucking Gomez.
What is his finish? Oh, 1 second.
I think you're probably just do his money line here, Premier. You know, like this is, I mean, it's a money double. We're gonna have three things on it, even if it was fucking three negative.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm looking for myself. If I'm being real, bro. I'm just trying to see how I want to play him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What was the one that we said we liked the over 1.5 in?
Oh, I mean, it was the Tommy McMillan Zucchini. I also like the over 1.5 in the Esteban Ewing fight. Can't lie.
I do too.
I like the over 1.5 in the Gatto, but that's like negative 650.
All right, so we've already used Barbosa, Okoyev, and we've used Peterson. So those are all off. I want to save Cohen for the lotto. We've used Costa. I'm thinking Vern John Jaroba. He's going to be my pick here for this next one.
Just the money line?
Yeah, so we got Costa money line. All right, and then we need. Let me figure out what this is real quick for us.
I can't lie, that is like double your money. And we don't have a third. We really don't have to. It's a plus 119. You know?
Right, but what if? Hold on. So let's go to the lotto, right?
Okay.
Let's not finish this one first. Let's go over to the lotto. First thing I want on the lotto is Cohen.
Cohen what?
Money line. That's fucking plus money. Was your Tommy McMillan over 1.5? That was plus money too, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
I'm just a little worried about that one because fucking Zucchini, bro. If Zucchini comes in here and fucking chins him in the first,
Bro,
I'll be so happy, but like I'd actually like.
Bro, I can't lie.
Sad.
Just take off the Tommy McMillan part of it and just do the over 1.5. It's like a.
No, I know, but if Zucchini fucking chins him in the bro, I watched Tommy die in the first against fucking a midget, like a 20-year-old midget. Like Zucchini's a man. Like he's got fairy wings, but he's a man. He's not a boy.
Yeah, we're at a plus 383.
For what? You're talking about Cohen and that McMillan fight over 1.5?
Yeah, and then what I want to do, bro, I want to add the fight to not go the distance on the Thomas Peterson and Pat Goulamir fight. I do not think that fight is going the distance. I just don't.
I like that. Yeah, I like
negative
that.
145. I think it brings it up to a plus 716. We're like one good leg here away. Who is your greenest pick on this card?
It was Yayakayev, bro, but I mean, it looked like fucking shit on the weigh-ins, bro. And after like seeing that, I remember how I felt when I saw Bakoyev come in looking like fucking shit, right, against Belgori, and I was like, like don't let it get to you. I should have let it fucking get to me. I should have trusted my fucking gut, and I'm trusting my fucking gut right now, bro. Yayakayev scares the shit out of me. I don't know why, bro. It looks like fucking shit.
Yeah.
It does not look good. So, it's got to be fucking Bakoyev or Cohen. But it's like Bakoyev's line's cooked. We just put Cohen on it. Delano's line is not the best. And I think that there's a solid chance that, you know, he could get knocked the fuck out or clubbed and subbed by Rushala.
I mean, it really comes down to, like, do we like Costa enough to use him as an anchor here? And back-to-back plays. I mean, I low-key do. And it's only a plus 908, and I really don't want to throw a negative 400 on here. So I feel like we would have to take a method. Or we're looking at Tommy McMillan.
We couldn't even agree on that one, because remember, I took him by points. You have him by finish.
Who? Costa?
Costa.
No, I like his over 1.5. I like the Costa. I like the Costa fight and Costa's money line on it over 1.5. When you look at that, it takes the over 1.5 from a negative 210 to a negative 105, and all of a sudden we're looking at a plus 1400, plus 15.
What if we put Flowers money line on here?
I don't hate it for a lotto. I really don't. The eye test is all over.
Actually, don't. Oh wait, hold on. No, you don't like. That's why I forgot you're still on Kamaka.
Yeah.
Well, we can't do that. We can't. I was gonna say we could do Hope and Flowers as a two-legger, but I would be fine with putting Flowers on this play, honestly, Premier.
I'm down. It's just a risk it for the biscuit kind of play because it makes it jump from plus 700 to a plus 2,226. I mean,
yeah.
I don't mind this at all as like a lotto. I'm gonna put this in.
He knocked the shit out of him, Premier.
He did. He really did.
He fucking mogged the shit out of him from there. I'm just like, oh. I like this. I like this play right here a lot. Flowers, Cohen, the Peterson fight, not to go the distance, right? So I still get my Peterson sub or the knockout for Pat. This time, and then the Tommy fight for the fucking shit. Like, yeah, I like this. I like this a lot.
Yeah, I do too. It's like a plus 2,000, basically a plus 2,300. So I'm all over that for the value. Let's go back to the double your money parlay kind of thing. We had Costa and we had, what's her name, John DeRoby on here. It's a plus 119. Do you even want to take another leg, or do you think we just give them that? And that's that. So I'm looking here on my phone.
The only thing I would even think about adding to this would be Estevam. But Estevam is plus money, you know?
Yeah, so it's like, for a double your money, I don't even think we touch it.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. It's a little risky.
So yeah, I mean, I'm totally down to just run this at this. You know what? Maybe we do. We come up here. What if we? I know it's a negative 350, but what if we throw the Renato Moicano Chris Duncan fight? What if we throw it to not go the distance at negative 350, and it just makes it a plus 181?
Because I took fucking Duncan by points.
Oh God, you're on his points. You really don't think you would get Money Moicano out of there late? 5 rounds? I think he could.
No, they train together.
Yeah,
I think you're about to see. I think you're about to see what you expect not to see.
I mean, shit. For a lotto, bro. Maybe we put that in. I mean, maybe we just take the over 1.5 then. It's a negative 210. What do you think? That gives 3.5 rounds for a finish.
Wait, so you want to throw a negative 210 on the lotto?
No, this is like a double your money.
You want to put over 1.5 on with Costa and Verno?
I'm asking because I don't know. How confident are you in Duncan going to points?
I'm not confident in it. That's what we were talking about with that fight. It's a fucked up fight, and it's like they're training partners, you know? I don't like those kind of fights.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, the only other thing I'm even, like, pretty confident on is the Barbosa-Gatto fight to go the distance, but I don't even, at negative 260, I mean...
I like the dunk. I like Moicano and Duncan over 1.5. We could do that. We could definitely do that if you want. I like that.
I don't know.
I like that. What would that bring us up to, like a plus 200?
Yeah, because it's like, bro, Yahakayev by finish is negative 850, dude.
It's not worth it, I know. That's fucking ridiculous, by the way. Oh, shit.
Bro,
that's fucking crazy.
Calm down.
Shit.
Yeah, I don't mind this at all. Because I think you're right. There will be that like 2.5 minute feeling out process. You know how it goes.
Yeah. All right, so 1.5.
Yeah, and all these official plays will be posted in our Discord, so y'all make sure to join. The link will be down in the description. It will be like a link tree. Y'all make sure to check it out. Y'all make sure to check out the TikTok too, at Premier_TV. Y'all make sure to check out all the different links in the link tree, man. Appreciate y'all's time today, fellas. Y'all make sure to tap into the lays. We've been doing really good. Appreciate y'all's time. That's Bobby B. It's your boy Premier.
Peace out, boys.
And we're out, man. Everyone
have a blessed good Friday.
Yep. Happy Easter, boys. Peace.